Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see today I got a special guest, my hubby here, looking so fine.
Can we do the thing where we put baby daddy under the like tagline for me?
Okay,
Let's do that.
he's taking. So today, this is our part 2 of our video series on why we moved out of Connecticut, which the first video did so good. If you haven't watched the first video, make sure you go back and watch it.
And subscribe.
Yes, make sure to subscribe and do a thumbs up to the videos. And yes, your girl got her wiggle on. If you also haven't seen my wiggle video, go watch that as well. We're having margaritas as well.
Cheers.
Cheers. So basically, like part 2 of the video, we're just gonna be talking about like why did we move and what we found out since we've been down here. So the first video was just the apartment tour and the little neighborhood tour. So this is like with the why, the reason we left. Then throughout the video as well, you're gonna be seeing like pictures and stuff that we took of the neighborhood, just so you guys to see what we're seeing as well.
Just to get into everything, the original reason why we left was I was offered a promotion for my job. I work for Lilly Transportation. We have the contract with Whole Foods right now, so in the management program, and I excelled in the training. Took me a year, and they ended up offering me an operations manager position. And anytime you're offered more money to do less work, you got to take it. So it definitely wasn't ideal. The who, what, where, and why of how we left and everything like that wasn't the cleanest. But it's life is short, and opportunity presents itself. You seize the moment or you don't, and that's literally just it. And that's what I did. It was the best decision for our family. And she all in contrast, she all ended up getting a promotion as well. So it was just like, whoa, like we could do something down there. And we packed our shit up and got the fuck out of there.
Yep, so when opportunity comes knocking, you gotta take that and open that door, because it will leave you behind. Time waits for nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so he got a promotion, and then because we were leaving, I really loved my job. I was like super emotional about it. So I actually applied for another position within my job, and I got that position where I'm gonna be working from home, which is super awesome so far. I love it. It's great.
You may or may not know, Raleigh, North Carolina, it just for millennials at least, is probably one of the most, outside of maybe Austin, San Antonio, probably one of the most populous place for millennials. We're in the epicenter of the 3 major colleges: UNC, Duke University, and North Carolina State University. So it's just this rush of young people with ideas and this whole movement, and the whole North Carolina. They're putting it on par to be the next San Francisco. Without the housing cost and the cost of living being so high. So the housing market is just really phenomenal out here, and she'll get into the details of some of the amenities that we have, the pricing and similarities of versus Connecticut, the contrast of Connecticut and North Carolina.
Okay, so how much do we pay in rent? Do you guys want to know? I think so. Oh, yeah, I'm so excited to have him on the show. We've been talking about it, so I'm excited. But yes, how much we pay for rent? So how much do we pay for rent?
$960. We get a 2.5 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,100 square feet, dishwasher, park, dog park, ton of amenities. Whole Foods is like right next door. And like I said, my company, it has a contract with Whole Foods, and us living in Connecticut, I know where all the Whole Foods are. Darien and Glastonbury, and if you look up those zip codes in which you can rent there, it's an arm and a leg.
Can you even rent there?
No, I think you gotta own in Glastonbury or Darien, or Milford. But it's just it's if you live near Whole Foods, you're paying over pretty much $2,000 in Connecticut, and down here it's less than $1,000, which is for us at least ideal. For anybody, I think any budget.
And another thing too, like we have a pool, like you said, dog park. We have a kids play park. Again, that's all in our first video. We are posting pictures down below as well. But we also, one amenity I like, which he doesn't really is a fan of, but we can take our trash right outside the door every night. Well, Monday through Thursday, or Sunday through Thursday. Let me clarify that. We can take our trash outside our door, and a trash cleaning service will come and take it. So that's included.
We'll move here for family activities. Family activities are important. Just researching some of the events and stuff like that that goes on in the summer. Raleigh is really accommodating if you have a family and you're young or old or or anybody. It's just one of those type of cities that, you know, they understand the climate of the world and what millennials want, and that's probably like the most important draw for us. Connecticut didn't have that, and it's pretty much, Connecticut's a retirement community if you have money, and if you don't, it's just something, at least with our budgets in Connecticut, and we owned, and you know, we had a, you know, apartment. It was way cheaper, but it's just like when you want to do other things, you're severely limited, and you know, it's just, at the time we didn't want to buy a house in Connecticut. The property tax was significantly high, probably one of the top 3 states
Yeah.
for highest property taxes.
Everything's just depressing in Connecticut. The only thing we like is our families.
Yeah, and that's the thing that sucks, man. I definitely miss my family, and you know, just
Same.
you know, being able to go by and watch a game with my dad, or you know, my best friend Marcel. You know,
Ooh,
shout out. But yeah, just being able to go watch a game at the drop of a dime. It's like, you know, coming down here, we had to start all over, and you know, and pretty much rebuild our family, I guess, or friends at least, or you know,
Our circle.
yeah, our circle, exactly.
But yeah, so there's a lot of family activities to do here. Every restaurant is family friendly. You can bring your kids here. A lot of restaurants are dog and pet friendly. I don't know about cats, but I've seen a lot of dogs. They even have dog bowls where your dogs can drink water while they're there and stuff
At
like
the
that.
bar, that's like
Yeah, at the
insane,
bar.
yo, like.
They have this arcade bar, which I just found out they have one in New Haven. But they also have one here. But here, you can bring your kids till 9 o'clock. After 9 is 21 and over. And you could bring your dogs in there. Like, literally, they have DJs and everything. And it's really family oriented, so we like that. And going into that is, like, the weather here. It's just, like, less cold for less time. Like, you could do more with your time. Like, in Connecticut, I feel like it's cold, like, half the time. You can't really do much. Like,
You're in the house for 6 months.
3 months of warm weather. The rest is, like, I don't know what. And then there's winter, and I don't mind it being cold. Like, we wanted all the seasons, so that's why we chose to come here.
All 4 of them.
Which we can get them.
Yes,
Sometimes we can get them in 1 week, which is crazy. But at least, like, we can handle some cold. But for it to be freezing, for our car doors not to open if they're, like, frozen, I'm good on that.
And I think before we left, there was a polar vortex. I never even heard of that, and that shit sounded like some sci-fi shit, and that was another sign of, and that happened right around the week of the promotion. I'm like, okay, definitely gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yes. In Texas.
Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's a double mortgage if you own. The car taxes in Connecticut is significantly higher than North Carolina's. The mill rate down here is almost half. I haven't got my tax bill, but based on the mill rates and understanding that aspect of it, in Connecticut, I have a Nissan Altima 2012. Connecticut assessed it at $5,600, and the taxes for it was $300 a year.
Mind you, we get a veteran discount. How do we get a veteran discount but still paying $300? And I got a 2013, and we still pay the same amount of money, which is crazy.
And you know, just you know, looking at that, it's like, okay, down here, it's you know, just doing the calculation of the assessed value and the mill rate, it's gonna be about half that. And it's like, I don't mind paying my taxes. I get it, the roads, schools, all this other good stuff, but we, you know, as an American, we enjoy all the luxuries of our taxes, and you know, we're not a third world country, but at the end of the day, you do have to provide for your family as well, and you know, so it's just like I said, it's just a little bit harder up there to do with the taxes, and that's just something that I didn't agree with more people are leaving the state than are coming in Connecticut, and they're only going to keep raising said taxes because people are leaving, and a state is a business. It has to make money, and more people are leaving. Whoever is left behind is ultimately pays the price, and just
And now Hartford people can't even go to New Haven now without paying no tolls or anything. So thank God that we met each other before, because I lived in Hartford, he lived in New Haven.
So,
we would never ever meet each other.
yeah, that's like
So.
$4. I'll catch you later, man. I'll catch you later.
Right.
Maybe we could have Ubered.
Oh.
And then
They
the
still
Uber,
have to
and then the Uber driver paid the tax. I wonder if they're gonna put that shit in the Uber, in your Uber toll. Or
Right,
Uber
they're
fare.
probably gonna put the Uber prices up.
So that was gonna be like $18 extra. We've been here for about 2 months.
Moved to Raleigh, which we have said that before in the previous videos. Again, go watch that. And we basically moved in the Triangle. So the Triangle consists of
Raleigh, Chapel Hill, and Durham are the 3 major cities in the Triangle, and it's each of them have a major university, and research and medicine is kind of like top notch, and that's kind of what they specialize down here. So it's like, God forbid anything happen, I kind of want to be in the middle of where the movers and shakers of medicine are.
Yeah, and so coming from Connecticut, it's so small. Connecticut is so small compared to North Carolina. I thought I was going to be next to Charlotte because I know a couple people in Charlotte. And I don't know anybody in Raleigh. He knows people in Raleigh. So I was like, oh, well, Charlotte is not that far, I guess. So once I moved here, I realized that Charlotte's 2 hours away. So it takes like 2 hours to even get out of the one side of the state, maybe 4 hours to 5 hours to get out of another side of the state. So it's just, I feel like that's a little overwhelming because it's just really, really big. And Raleigh is big within itself. It takes like 30 minutes to get from one side of Raleigh to the other. But where we live in North Raleigh. So it's very, there's a lot of stores and it's nice over here.
Yeah, but like she was saying, everything's spaced out down here, so you definitely need a car as opposed to Connecticut. And it, depending on what city you live in, it's everything's like 10 minutes or walking distance or a 5, 10, 15-minute bus ride. So but we both have cars, so that's not even an issue for us. So other things is the food is phenomenal, barbecue,
the
culture.
food is really good. I don't know, it's because we're eating at new food places, but
but change of scenery is important to your senses. I think at the very, it's just it's new. It's a new environment. You taste, smell, and see different things. So it's like Superman. He's Superman on our planet, but on his planet he ain't shit. So.
Yeah, so everything's close by. We have a movie theater. We said we have a dog park. We have a lot of trails, which we haven't gotten to see because it's still a little chilly here. But it's starting to get warmer, so we'll definitely get out more. The one thing about Raleigh, which is blew our mind when we first found out, was the price to get a license compared to Connecticut.
It's $5, man.
It's only $5
to get your
to
driver's
get
license.
a driver's
It's
license.
$5. I think Connecticut. It lasted for 2 or 3 years, but it was over $70.
Yeah, I had to pay $70 because I had took out 2 licenses, and I only needed one, and they charged me because I took out 2 before, so that was over $70.
Yeah, so those little licensing fees and for your pistol permit, your actual license, your plate, all that.
If you want to get your license, you don't even pay to take the permit test, which is pretty cool for young kids.
And one of the cool things about Raleigh and North Carolina as a whole and other states outside of Connecticut, it's not even about North Carolina. It's just looking at the climate that you're in. Connecticut is kind of one of those states. It's New York and Boston drains Connecticut because people go to those major cities for the culture. And Connecticut's kind of like that swing state, conduit, kind of hybrid, on the way, passing through. And unfortunately, it's in the Northeast where it snows tremendously, and that's kind of where our budget goes to in Connecticut. It's if you want to think about it on a
You gotta
deep
get
level.
snow tires. You gotta do so much for winter.
But the state budget to remove snow is significant. So they have to plan $80 million a year to make sure all of the snow is plowed. Because we get 8 to 10 inches at a drop of a dime. Whereas in a warmer climate state, they don't have that. They don't have that problem. So that 80 million, 70 million, whatever X amount of dollars that they're planning for, it goes into parks and like recreation and stuff for the citizens. Like they reinvest in their community and like, it's just one of those things. Like it's a climate thing. Not even in Connecticut. It's just a climate thing. So.
And it's nice with like mostly people we've talked to who live in a complex like we live, they have a park, they have a pool. Like our complex are building a new building like here, which is awesome. And they're just growing. They're building more apartments, more houses, and hopefully we get to build a house someday.
Yeah,
that's like goals.
I think on average they said like 80 people are coming here a day, which is, if you think about how many days are in a year, it's
a lot of people.
Yeah, so it's just a good place to be, but not everything's all gravy. There's pros and cons everywhere. Nothing's ever gonna be perfect, and like I said, it's down here to me. I get the Superman. I get the superpower. Like I said, Superman is nothing on his own planet, but when he comes to Earth, he's Superman. So just the scenery, just supercharging us and all that stuff, so we can tolerate a lot of the things that we don't like here, because we compare it to a state that kind of just, like I said, was almost, I would say, it's unsupportive. But things here that kind of suck is traffic.
And we watched a lot of YouTube videos before moving down here where people were like, oh, the traffic. That I guess they lived in New York and Atlanta, and it didn't compare to that. And I agree, it doesn't compare to New York traffic. I don't know about Atlanta, I've never been there, but New York traffic, it definitely doesn't compare to that. But for Connecticut, I would say it's pretty standard. From 4 to 6, when he goes to work, he says it's pretty bad. In the mornings, when I have to bring DJ to daycare, it's pretty bad, like from 7 to like 9. So, but at least I work from home. I just gotta bring him quick, and he works like 10 minutes from here, 15 minutes from here.
But the problems that traffic causes can be avoided. Just leave the house like 20 minutes earlier or whatever. Then that kind of takes care of that.
And people drive really slow when their speed limit is 70. So they have a really high speed limit. I don't know why they drive it slow. And another thing, which I didn't write down, but I do want to mention, when people turn here, like say you're gonna take a left, you're supposed to turn into that lane. No, they'll take a left, turn into the farthest lane out, just to switch back to the left lane. So they don't know how to turn here.
I have personally been contributing to that problem, so.
I almost got hit today, so.
By me.
And then we had mentioned, we wrote down like no friends and family, but we have met a couple friends here, which we hope to like get to know more and stuff like that. People who he knew from high school or from wherever. So it's really nice to, have people that we could talk to and things like that. Of course, they won't replace our loves and our day ones, but, it's nice to have someone here. And, we're always welcoming visitors. Hello.
Come down, y'all. Yeah, but like, it was like, I knew kind of like, this is kind of like the space I needed to be in. I'm very like spiritual, universal, and to just, get a promotion from your job and they put you in the city, and then like you see like, I'm 3 friends from that I knew in high school, which is like super cool. So you get to like, and I was close with those individuals and like getting to reconnect and like, oh, I'm new, and see how much time has passed, and everybody's kind of like married with a kid, and like everybody's kind of grown up. So it's just like, it's super cool to have some friends that like came down here before me, and like just, now you get to, like I said, reconnect.
If we met, we've been doing a lot of big moves since we moved down here with our opportunities and stuff like that. And we've met a lot of business owners. So just look out for that. I'm definitely doing a video segment where I'm going to be talking to business owners, to local business owners. I wish I could have done it in Connecticut, but I just started my YouTube channel, so. But yes, I'll be talking to small business owners here in Raleigh, so just look out for those videos.
And and just as you see from our Facebook and stuff, we're just kind of getting into the entrepreneurship of life. We've both been offered significant raises through our promotions and stuff like that, and it's great. And you know, like, but at the end of the day, I can tell you, like, not to sound grateful or anything like that, like, the cost of living is rising everywhere. It's not a Connecticut thing. It's everywhere. It's not specific to any region of the country. It costs more to live now. That's inflation. It's real things. It's real things. So don't think you can just come, you know, to anywhere and just, oh, we're gonna make it work. And like, no, in Texas is gonna get bad eventually. Like gentrification, all that other stuff is happening everywhere. So that's where the entrepreneurship come in. You need that side hustle. You need multiple sources of income, and it's just something that's just important in life now. You can't punch a clock and think you're gonna make it anywhere because inflation is just real.
And if you're starting a business, and want any advice, or you know, we want to talk to you. If you're having some ambition, something going on, we want to talk to you. We want to invest. You know, hit us up, DM us, message us, DM me. Don't be DMing. No, but yeah, seriously, hit us up. Like, we're trying to make moves out here, and we're trying to bring our friends along with us, people along with us who are like-minded and want to get rich, and that's serious. And we're not talking about people that need money. We're talking about people that can that want us to contribute, that have their own stuff going on, that, you know, want to partner, whatever. Just hit us up for more details. If you have your own business, trying to grow, trying to make money, hit us up.
Yeah, because we're always looking for more ideas, and just, you know, that sense of community, and you know, not just with children. It takes a village. So you know, even to start a business. So it's just like, you know, and you know, we're just kind of in that space right now, and you know, still figuring things out, and just being young and just having fun with ideas. But it's just like people think, you know, you need this super degree, and it's just like, no, you just really need to solve a need. That's what every business does. If you're hungry, you go to a restaurant. That's a need solved. If your clothes are dirty, you have a laundromat. A need is solved. Like, that's it. And then, you know, mix a little marketing.
Well, we ain't gonna give you all our tips. Just look out for that video. So make sure to subscribe.
I'll be coming out with my own channel sometime soon.
I'll be his sponsor. I'll let you guys know, the process has been intense. We only had a couple weeks to move here. We made it happen. It's definitely a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotions. But, you know, this was a good opportunity for us. You know, just coming down here, I love it down here. Of course, Connecticut will always be our home. Like, we'll always go back there. The process was intense, but we made it happen. And we encourage you, if you're trying to move, if you're trying to make moves, like, you know, do it. You know, take that chance, because it might be a good decision.
Absolutely. Like, you know, the anxiety is going to be real. And like I said, it's, if you move anywhere, like, it's anytime you change your environment, it's going to be tough. But, you know, sometimes it's for the best, and, you know, something you just got to think about.
And if y'all know me, you know I'm a crybaby. So I did a lot of crying when I was coming down here. But I'm happy. We're happy, and I'm excited. We're excited for the next few months. 2019 was crazy starting out for us, like, in a good way. And we just want to keep it going, keep that energy going. So, cheers. So thank you for watching. Thank you to my special guest. And he's going to be in more videos because we got a lot to talk about. So stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe, like my videos, comment. Please comment. Let me know what you think. And just do it.